400 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius. And pull out our fish. Here I have 3 beautiful fillets that I caught last August. Now the nice thing about the fish is that you can store it in your freezer. I basically vacuum seal my fish and then I store it in my freezer, and I can keep it for about 4 to 6 months. Sometimes they say 6 to 8, but I prefer about 4 to 6 months that I keep the fish. Now I've washed it already, and I patted it down with a dry towel to basically clean and dry up the fish. And the next step is we're going to add a little bit of oil to it. Okay, so we're just going to add a bit of oil on top of the fish. We've nicely coated it with the fish. We're going to add some salt and pepper. And then we'll grab our pan. So our serving tray with some parchment paper, and we're going to basically coat that with oil also. And we're going to place our fish onto the pan. Now that we have the fish on the pan, our next step will be to create the crust, the herb crust. So we'll put this aside for now, and we're going to start creating the herb crust. Let's start with that. So what we need is we need about half a cup of breadcrumbs. We're going to put a teaspoon of garlic powder. We're going to put a teaspoon of oregano. We're going to put a teaspoon of thyme. And we're going to put a half a teaspoon of paprika. Half a teaspoon of paprika. Now also we have some lemon zest that we need to add. We're just going to add a bit, about a half a teaspoon of lemon zest. And we'll keep this lemon for sprinkling onto the fish once we're ready. What we're going to do is we're going to mix this up nice and well. Okay. I like to add a little bit of dill weed to it because I like the taste of dill on my fish, so I add a little bit of dill weed. And I mix it up nice and well. And I'll add a bit of salt again, and a little bit of pepper. And mix it up. Now what we have is we have a nice powdered mix. We're going to grab our fish again, and what we're going to do is put a nice thick crust on top of the fish using this. I just sprinkle it on, and then I'll spread it out in a minute. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put a nice thick crust on that fish. Pat it down. Now what we got is we got our crust all done. Put it in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. If the fish flakes easily, it means it's ready.